18.5% back. We would like to see an increase in that
Okay.
too.
Would you mind just running us through that really quick? I must have hit the button twice. So
Okay,
it's the
okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And
yeah.
can we move this chair over just a
Sure,
little bit?
yeah,
Yeah, if you
yeah,
want to just
yeah, yeah. And
that
if you
way
want to
just
close that door, you can
a little
close
more
it.
eye level.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Just so when you're talking to him, you're not looking straight up. Yeah.
okay, yeah,
All right, perfect.
okay.
So yeah, just what you're expecting or hoping to see out of the session.
Yeah, I would like to see an increase in the sales tax diversion. We collect 7% of sales taxes, and we send it to the state, and they in turn send us 18.5% back. I would possibly love to see that increase to maybe 20%.
Okay.
Would help small cities like us.
And how exactly would it help?
We can buy more equipment, um, better utilities, pay our employees a better wage, things like that.
Okay. And what are some, I guess, issues within the city that you struggle with in your time as mayor? And I guess not only what some of those funds would go towards solving, but just issues in general that you would like to see resolved.
Right now, one of our biggest issues is sewer, water and sewer. Of course, we've got ARPA funds to repair some of our sewer and water lines, which it helps, but it's not enough. That's a constant turnover, water and sewer. So by that, we would like to also see, I think it's called the uh, Small Municipalities Grant, which it's about $10 million usually. I don't think they funded it last year, but if we could get that back on the books, and maybe if we can get a little part of that, that would help us repair our water and sewer lines as well.
Okay. And is there any other infrastructure that you think?
Streets,
Okay.
that's an ongoing thing as well. Yeah, our citizens complains all the time. There's only so much money to go around. We can't repair them all or repave them, but we do what we can.
Okay.
Yes,
And a diversion or more money coming back to the cities would obviously help with that.
it would help tremendously. Yes, yes.
And are there any issues that kind of maybe you notice in the surrounding county that you would like to see addressed or that, are kind of come up?
Probably the same. Their roads, road bridges, that type of thing.
Okay.
I think they're suffering from the same issues as we are. Yes.
And other than the tax diversion issue, are there any other topics that kind of pass on from session to session that you would like to see talked about?
Yes, the loan grant fund program possibly for dilapidated buildings. That's been going on for a while. Hopefully they would pass something for that. We've got a lot of dilapidated buildings that needs to be torn down, old houses, and we just don't have the funds to do it ourselves.
Okay.
So that would be a big plus. Not only for us, but a lot of other cities have that same issue as well.
And in the city of Wiggins, what are some of the primary industries? Like what is the economic driver in the area?
Wood mostly. Yeah, we've got a paper mill here. We've got a treatment, wood treatment. They do poles for power company.
Okay.
That that's mostly what we've got. We've got a plywood mill here. So basically everything is centered around wood here.
And is there, I guess, any change you'd like to see in that industry? Maybe anything looked at by the state?
Well, of course, we would like to have a major industry here. Um, I think we've got prime location for that. We've got land here in the county. We're just hoping somebody would come here with a major industry, somebody that maybe is going to employ 100, 150 people, something like that. That would be great. Yes.
And I guess talking about any other infrastructure, do you think your hospitals are well supported? And
Oh yes, they are. They're well supported. We've got a great hospital here. They're constantly getting more people in there that can do a lot of different things. Doctors and nurse practitioners. Yeah, we've got a great hospital.
so it's really just, I mean, police is doing well as well.
Oh yes, they're doing well. I mean, of course, I wish we could pay them more, for what they do, but they're doing an excellent job. Yes. Great.
Just trying to think if there's anything else. How about the local schools? Do you think they're well supported?
Oh yes, they are. And as a matter of fact, we've got 2 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and a high school here, and they are all A-rated schools. And we've got 1 Stone Elementary School, which is a blue ribbon school. So they are doing great, and the people support them. They love their schools.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, are there any other issues that the city of Wiggins faces that we haven't mentioned?
I think those are the major
We got
ones.
sewer, we got roads.
Yeah, those are really the main. Other than that, we're doing okay.
And when you say sewer, does that include stormwater?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Stormwater. Of course, drainage as well. We've got some drainage issues, in which some of that from that small municipalities grant will cover that, if they fund that, and if we're lucky enough to be a part of it. And well, I'll tell you, there is one issue that we have. If we apply for a grant, just say a major grant, just say $5 million grant, and we're awarded, and if it's a 20% match, on a small town like us, that's a big deal. 20% match, which is like $1 million that we would have to fork out ourselves. And for a small town, that's kind of hard to do. So I'm hoping at some point, at some time, the legislators would, come up with something that would help small towns like us to actually pay our 20% match. Yeah.
Okay. And is there any other issue that's that might be brought up during the session that you think you're paying attention to and that might relate to the city?
There's a use tax law that you can use that money on certain things. We would like to see, I think they used to do it, they would allow you to do water and sewer work, but you couldn't buy equipment. We would like to see them add back that you can buy equipment that's used to fix water lines or sewer or drainage. Again, that's one of those things that we do have a little problem with, little issue with purchasing equipment. So that would help as well.
Is there anything you don't want to see changed? Anything in there that might change in the legislative session that you want it to stay the same, but they're thinking about changing it?
Let's see. Yeah, the PERS, they were going to change it. They was going to increase the employees' amount of PERS from 17.5 4% to 27.4% over a span of 5 years. And of course, they did, there was a House bill, I think it was 3231, that rescinded that and it was allowing us to pay only 0.5% for the next 5 years, I think. And we really wouldn't, we don't want them to even increase it at all. But I hope they don't change it from the 0.5% to a greater amount, which would have been, I think they was going to charge 2% per year for the next 5 years, and they rescinded it to 0.5%. So I wouldn't like to see that change, to keep it at the 5% over the next 5 years. So,
Let me see if I have any other questions.
okay.
In the meantime, is there something you love about Wiggins that you would just like people to know, or that you just want people to know about?
Look, what I love about Wiggins is, and I'll say it every time, it's the people here of Wiggins. Um, they're so friendly and outgoing. We've got businesses here that support other businesses. We've got restaurant owners that goes to other restaurant owners and eat. And if anybody new coming into town, they will refer them to other restaurant or other stores. Um, and I've never seen anything like that, you know. Um,
Okay. What do you think the future of Wiggins looks like? Is it a growing city?
it's growing. I think over the last 3 or 4 years, we have grown tremendously. Um, and I think people are starting to notice us now. We've got great location. We're sitting between Hattiesburg and the coast, so a lot of people travel up and down Highway 49, and they're beginning to stop and come in and visit our restaurants, our shops. Um, so yeah, we're growing, and they're looking at our schools. Um, and of course, that's one of the major things people look at a city is their schools, jobs, and churches and things like that. And of course, we're building a new high school out on Highway 49, and we think that's going to draw even more people here as well. And not only no more people, I think it's going to draw more businesses out on the highway. Yes.
Okay. And this story, basically on our website, you're gonna be able to click by county,
Hmm.
and then it'll have the cities in that county, and it'll have a little bit on that city.
Okay.
Is there anything, I guess, from a general perspective that you would want people to know about the city of Wiggins? Maybe about its what you would like to see for it. Any concerns? Just anything for big picture.
Um, of course, I would like to see. Let's see. You guys, I know you're gonna edit this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Yeah, no,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let
Take
me
time
see.
to think. Like it's we got time. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
time
Okay.
to think
Yeah.
about it.
Okay. Yeah. What I would like to see. Um, I guess what I would like to see is I would like to see more businesses here, um, especially in our downtown area. Um, I would like a bigger tax um, revenue. Like to see more jobs, more companies coming in. Because what we would like to do is when our kids graduate high school, go off to college, and when they get out on their own to find a job, they mostly have to leave here. And we would love to keep our kids here at home. So if we could get, again, a major businesses where we can keep our kids here at home. And I know they would love to stay here. It's just not a whole lot of jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think that there's anything that the legislature can maybe do, or that anything at all could be done to make that happen in the short term?
I think so. We there was let me think of the name of this business. It was because they changed the name of it. I think it's Inviva. Yeah, there was a company that was coming here called Inviva, and I don't know, something happened, but they decided not to come here, and it was potentially 120 jobs, which would have been great for this city. And of course, we've got another company that just come here called Andurel, and it's a great company to work for. And I think they're employing about 60 now, and their goal is to employ about 100. But if we had more businesses like that, and those two um, come from the legislators, they played a major part in those two businesses coming here in Wiggins, Stone County.
And do you think an improvement in infrastructure would also attract more businesses?
I think it would, yes, it will. It will. Because we're constantly trying to get more infrastructure out on the 49 corridor, where we're hoping businesses will come. Um, so we're constantly trying to upgrade those utilities as well.
Well, do you have any other questions?
No, I think that's everything.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to say about the city of Wiggins and what its people desire?
Um, I would just like to say that if you're traveling Highway 49, stop in and buy gas, or stop at one of our restaurants, convenience stores, and just say hello to us. Yeah.
And the wood that's processed here, is that coming from Stone County or is that coming from elsewhere?
It's coming from Stone County and elsewhere as well. I think we've got Hood Industry that does the plywood. They've been here, oh my God, I don't know, 40 years or more. Um, and again, we've got the Sodo treatment plant, which make those poles, and we've got carpenters, pole and pilings here as well. They do poles. So it is a wood city here. Um, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm out of questions.